Okay, so now we will see how we can find the range of the following function. Okay, so for this one, remember that in this kind of function, we can, in this kind of function or some similar functions in which we have this form where we have y is equals to px upon qx. Okay, where y is equals to px upon qx, where numerator I am taking as p of x. Okay, and the denominator I am taking as q of x. Okay, if you have any function of this form and they are asking you to find the range, they're asking you to find the range of this, then remember that where p of q and q of q can be any one of them should be a quadratic equation, quadratic expression. Okay, so either one of them can be quadratic expression, both of them can be quadratic expression. Okay, either one of them or both of them. In this kind of function, what we will do, we will multiply q of x here, we will multiply q of x with y. So what we will get, we will get y into q of x is equals to p of x, right? Now see, here also we have a function of x square, here also we have x square. So what we can do, this whole thing when I will combine, when I will bring p of x on one side or any one of them on one side, so I will get something of this, y into q of x minus p of x equal to 0. Now if I segregate the terms, I will have, if I segregate the terms, because I know I have x square, x and constant term, so I can, if I segregate the terms, I will get something as a into x square plus b into x plus c equal to 0. Use this will get converted into this form. Okay, this will get converted into this form. Now this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. For this quadratic equation, I will find for d greater than equal to 0. This d greater than 0 will be in terms of y, because here we have y. This d greater than equal to 0 will be in terms of y. For this, from this we will get the, so this d will be a function of y. So I can take this as k of y. This d will be a function of y. So k of y will be greater than 0. From this we will get the range of y. Okay, so using this thing, using this part, we will solve this particular function. Okay, so let's see. So let's do the same step for this particular question. So this is x square plus 2x plus 1. So we have y is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x square minus 8x plus 12. Okay, so same thing, I will cross multiply. So after cross multiplying, I will get y into x square minus 8x into y plus 12y is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, now I'll bring everything on one side. So if I'll bring everything on one side, so this will be x square y minus 1. Okay, so this will be plus x into, this will be minus 8y minus 2, minus 8y minus 2, and this will be plus 12y minus 1. This will be equal to 0. Now if I'll compare this thing with this quadratic expression, if I'll compare this thing with this quadratic expression, so this will become, this part will become my a, this is a, okay, this part is b, okay, and this part is c, right? So again ABC, so we will take d discriminant greater than equal to 0, right? So d discriminant greater than equal to 0 means b square minus of 4ac, which should be greater than equal to 0. So b square will be minus 8y minus 2 whole square minus 4 into a is y minus 1, y minus 1 into c is 12y minus 1. This should be greater than equal to 0. Okay, now this should be greater than equal to 0. Then from here I can take minus 2 factor out. So this minus 2 and 4 will get cancelled, right? So this will become 4y plus 1 whole square minus y minus 1 into 12y minus 1 greater than equal to 0. Well, expand this thing. So this is 16y square plus 1 plus 8y minus, if I'll open the bracket, this will become 12y square. This will become minus y, yes. This will become minus 12y, and this will become plus 1 greater than equal to 0. I will open the bracket. So 16 minus 12, 4y square. 16 minus 12, 4 by square, plus 8, 8 plus 8 plus 12, 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 1, 21. So 21y, and here I have 1, and here I have minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. So this should be greater than equal to 0. Okay. So I've got this factor. So if from here I can take 4 y common. So if I take y common, this will become y into 4y plus 21 greater than equal to 0. Okay. Now this is y into 4y plus 21 should be greater than equal to 0. So I will find the two factors. So two factors will be y. From this one I will get, from this part I will get y is equal to 0, and from this part I will get y is equals to minus 21 by 4. So I will plot this on number line. So this is number line. This is y is equal to 0. This is y is equals to minus 21 by 4. Okay, plus infinity, minus infinity. So this is wavy curve. This is a question of wavy curve. So at plus infinity, this whole thing will be a positive. At between 0 and 21, 20 minus 21 by 4 is negative, right? So here it is positive. In between it is negative, and here it is positive. So we will only take the part where it is positive. We will only take the part where it is positive. That means this part. That means this portion of x and this portion of x, right? Sorry, this portion of y and this portion of y. This is y, right? So that means y belongs to minus infinity to minus 21 by 4. Y belongs to minus infinity to minus 21 by 4. Union 0 to infinity. Union 0 to infinity. Okay. Now we have got this as the range. Okay. We have got this part as the range. Now, but remember one thing. We have 0 here and we have minus 21 by 4. Okay. So just to be cautious, what we will do, we will only for the boundary. So here we have boundary as 21 minus 21 by 4 and comma and 0. We have two boundary points, minus 21 by 4 and 0. So we will check these two boundary points in this equation. And we will see whether we will get a real value of x. Okay. So last part is, so the equation we were getting as, x square into y minus 1, x square into y minus 1. Then we had x minus 8y minus 2. So minus x 8y plus 2, and in the last we had 12y minus 1. Last we have plus 12y minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. So for this one, let's see when we substitute y is equal to 0 and y is equals to minus 21 by 4. So y, I have to check for 2 points. Y is equal to 0 and minus 21 by 4. So when I substitute y is equal to 0, I will have minus x square minus 2x, and here we will have minus 1 equal to 0. So if I substitute, I will have x square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This will be equal to 0 when x is equals to minus 1, right? This will be equal to 0 when x is equals to minus 1. So that means 0 will be included, right? The d0 is a valid point. Now I will check for minus 21 by 4. Minus 21 by 4, that means x square minus 21 by 4 minus 1 minus x into 8 into minus 21 by 4 plus 2 plus 12 into minus 21 by 4 minus 1. Okay. So if I'll check, this is equal to 0. I will check. So this is minus 21 minus 4. So this is minus 25. So minus of 25 x square by 4 minus this is 4 2s are, or let's say 8 1s are 8. So this is minus of minus. So 8 1s are 8. So this is 8 16 minus 168 plus 8. So this is minus 160. So this will be minus 160. So this will become plus 160 x by 4, and this will be 12 into 21. So 12 into 21. So this is 12 into 21. So this will be 4 3s are, so 4 8 48, 3 4s are into 3 4s are 12, 3 is 24, 25 to 52 minus 4. Minus 252 minus 4, so minus 256. So this is minus 256 by 4 equal to 0, right? So 4 and 4 and 4 gets cancelled, minus I will take common, so this will be 25 x square minus 160x minus, sorry, plus 256 equal to 0. So here also we can see, we can factorize this will be a perfect square, so this is 25, so 5x square, sorry, 5x minus, so this is 280, 5, 16, so 16 square to 56, so this is 16 whole square equal to 0. So from here also we are getting a valid value of y. That means these 2 points can be included. So from here, if these 2 points can be included, so this will be the range of y. So the range of the function will be this. Suppose if substituting 0 and minus 21 by 4, if we were not getting any particular solution, any real solution for x, then we would have simply excluded these 2 points. But right now we are getting the solution, so that means these 2 points will be included. Okay, fine. That's it.